What's up, guys? FM Campbell here. Welcome to episode number 28 of the Aston Villa series. We left you last after the Swansea game, and I told you about Hednesford, who are in the Vanarama Conference North, I believe, and we played them in the FA Cup third round, and we smashed them 5-0 as predicted. I do believe there's dominating teams, and then there's this 32 shots, they had 14 on target. Only scoring 5, 67% possession. So yeah, 5-0. Nice comfortable victory. Takes us through to the next round, who unfortunately we've drawn against Manchester City. Our target is to reach the 6th round. I would like to reach the quarterfinals, maybe the semi-finals if we can push to it, because I do think we've got the team capable of doing it. But yeah, Man City. So that's going to be tough. We'll have to see how we get on. It's away at City as well, so going to be a very, very tough one. We've had a couple of big teams that we played this month. We played Arsenal, who we drew 2-2 with. Oliver and Lukaku. Oh, sorry, I'll do the goals quickly for Hednesford. Grealish, Gil Romero, Will Hughes, Stephen Colker, and Florian Torvin scored in the 5-0 victory over Hednesford. Arsenal, then we drew 2-2. It was a 20-minute. In the 20th minute, Mesut Ozil made it 1-0. And then in the 56th minute, we made it 1-1 with an Oliver goal. Then we made it 2-1 with a Lukaku goal in the 64th minute. And then finally, Oxlade-Chamberlain got a 75th minute equaliser at Villa Park. And yeah, 2-2, so a point apiece. We then continued our streak of 2-2 draws against Tottenham. At home again, we actually had, look at the string of home games we had. We had Cardiff, Swansea, Hednesford, Arsenal, Tottenham, Southampton and Sunderland all at home. So yeah, a real big string of home games that we've had throughout. 2-2 draw then against Tottenham at home. Lukaku and Depay with our goals. Harry Kane with both the goals for Tottenham. His second coming in the 81st minute as an equaliser. We then played Southampton. I've missed this one out. Southampton we drew after beating Hednesford in the FA Cup. We played Southampton, beat them 4-2. Lukaku, Stark, Lacazette, Balanta with the goals. Stark was also sent off in the 65th minute. Erkin scored the penalty that was conceded by Stark, and then Eddie Brock scored in the 79th minute as well, making it 4-2. That's then when we then drew Man City in the 5th round of the FA Cup. So we need to win that to reach our target. Sunderland, we beat 1-0 in a return to the Premier League, and our only Premier League victory of the month. Lukaku penalty in the 69th minute. So this is what it means for the Premier League. We're still top. Still only by 4 points. There are another 17 games to go in the Premier League, so I'm not getting ahead of myself. One good thing is we are 9 points clear of 5th place Liverpool, so top 4 is realistic for us this season if we can continue to get some good results. I am predicting to finally hit that sort of stream of poor results or some injuries very, very soon, but we'll have to wait and see. In regards to the FA Cup, this is who is left in the tournament. It's West Brom and Newcastle, Man City and ourselves. Chelsea will then play Coventry or Reading, who have a replay. Hull play Shrewsbury, Norwich, Mansfield, Palace against either Cardiff or Burnley, who also have a replay. Wolves against Tottenham and Stoke against Man United. So there are some big teams left in it, likes of City, Chelsea, Tottenham, United, and then obviously ourselves as well. Quite a few Prem teams as well. So yeah, hopefully we can progress, but City are going to be a very, very tough team to crack. We do have Toulouse next month, or this month technically in February, over the 2 legs. We've got them away first, then at home. Sandwiched by, it's basically we played United, Toulouse, City, Toulouse, City, Liverpool, Everton, all in a row next month. So next month's episode will be quite a big one in regards to games. This one's quite a big one for other reasons. So we'll go through my notes. Messi won World Player of the Year as per usual. Jose Gaya, who plays for Chelsea, the left back from Valencia, he won the European Golden Boy of the Year. Lacazette was named French Player of the Year, which is good. And we got second in Manager of the Month for January. And we were asked if we wanted to change our season expectations. It was 23.5 million for Europa League, 30 million for Champions League, and 33.5 million for title challenge. I stuck with Europa League. I know I said about 9 points, but I am still predicting that stretch where we have some injuries, have some bad form, some bad morale. I am predicting that very, very soon. I could just see it happening, especially over the next couple of games that we have are going to be very, very tough on the legs as well as on the mind. So yeah, well, I just stuck with the Europa League. So we got 23.5 million for Europa League, which is okay. that's what we've gone for. 10 players have joined. All of these are regen money makers. Let's have a lot of these also need work permits. So we'll have a look at the transfers and the transfer history. That's what we'll go for. We'll go through now. So yeah, a lot of players joined. These are guys that I've showed you in previous episodes, so feel free to check these out. David Rodriguez, a striker. He's American, needs a work permit. Ashley Morris on a free. He's signed. He doesn't need a work permit. He's actually signed, but look at that, 18-year-old, doesn't look too bad at all. Great physicals. Who else we got? Franco Ramos, the left back that I've mentioned. I would like him to replace Enrique, but because we've got Silva there already at left back, and then Garbs, so we'll see what we decide to do with Ramos. But he does need to improve anyway before he is thought about in the first team. Jack Sanchez on a free, also needs a work permit. A lot of these are Americans. Luke Baines on a free. I did go through these guys in previous episodes, so feel free to check these out in more detail. I think it was about 2 or 3 episodes ago. No, maybe a little bit more than that, 3 or 4. Who else have we got? Have I done Carlos Sanchez? Carlos Sanchez, Chris Sanchez, sorry. What am I on about? Bradley Miller from the Chargers. He looks quite good. Who else have we got? Jack Hesmer, NC Fusion, needs a work permit. Carlos Alberto Gomez, again looks very, very good for a right back. Gerard Delafeo. One of the wonder kids on the game, we have signed for 4.4 million. He went on the transfer list. I could not say no to a player of this calibre. He is absolutely unreal. We signed him for 4.4 million from Barcelona. He is on very, very high wages. So we're going to decide to do one thing or the other. We're either going to decide to make money on him because of this wage, or we're going to play him, and that's the target we should be setting. I think we're probably going to have to cough up some of these sort of wages on players soon anyway, because of Champions League football and other big teams wanting some of our players. But he is absolutely unreal. Imagine him. He's actually going to be back up to Lacazette. So, I mean, because I play Lacazette as an inside forward, but we have got an option to play Lacazette up top. Icardi, we're having issues with consistency. So I have mentioned in previous episodes that he's a little bit inconsistent sometimes. It does say on his reports and assistant reports that he's a consistent player, but the only goals he really seems to score are penalties. So maybe we could move Lacazette forward and have a choice between him and Lukaku up top, then have Delafeo on the right, and then maybe look at either another right winger or get Grealish obviously playing a little bit more. But we'll move on. Louis Leitao has signed as well, another right winger. Again, this guy's Portuguese though, so doesn't need a work permit. Ben Graf on a free, striker. He does need a lot of work though. And then this guy here, I've tried to sign him on the World Network game. I've signed him on my own personal saves. Joaquin Arzura. This guy is absolutely unreal. 3.2 million from Tiger. Does need a work permit at the moment. 23 years old. He's a defensive midfielder. Great stamina, good natural fitness and pace. Reasonably good strength for a 23-year-old. He's 5'10". Good bravery, good concentration. His decisions, determination, leadership off the ball are all okay. Positioning's good. Teamwork's good. Work rate is very good. Anticipation as well. His first touch needs some work. Marking, passing and tackling are all really good as well. So he's a bit of a unit. 17k a week, 5.25 million all value already. He's got relatively good potential. I think if I'd have got him in the first season it would have been better, but I think I would have struggled for a work permit. Fairly consistent performer. This guy looks unreal. We sent him out on loan to Parma. I would highly recommend looking at this guy in your own saves. If I'm completely very similar to Gaston Gil Romero as well. So moving on, Fausto Mercado on a free. He looks okay. Probably going to be a money maker. Recife is another one. Also needs a work permit. Another funny defensive midfielder that I've spotted. This is a ball-winning midfielder rather than a defensive midfielder. He's got good acceleration, good natural fitness, pace, stamina, and strength's okay. Then we've got good anticipation, good bravery, good concentration, good determination, great positioning, good teamwork, good work rate. Great at tackling, great at marking. We just need to improve the first touch and the passing, and I think we're almost there with him. He's already gone out on loan to Atalanta while we try and get a work permit. He's 6 foot as well, 22 years old. and we signed him for 1.1 million from Flamengo, so not too bad. Bobby Mermigas, centre back, need to work on quite a few areas, but again probably going to be a money maker. We do need a work permit for him. Mohamed Besic from Everton, we signed him. He went on the transfer list. We're trying to loan him out. Signed him for 6 million. Sorry, no. Was Besic on loan? No. So he went to Lille. Jesus Christ. He went to Lille for 3.8 million. Then he went to Valencia for 7 million. Now he's come to us for 6 million. I'm going to try and make money on him. He's not good enough for our first team. He's only 24 years old. He's got really, really good stats as a ball-winning midfielder. So we're going to try and loan him out and see what we can do. Lucas Silva from Castilla. We signed him for 2.3 million. The value is already 7 million. Listed for loan. Again, another great player with really good potential, to be fair. But again, will be a money maker. We'll probably look to sell him in the near future. So, outgoings. And there's been a few. Moving right down to here. David Rodriguez on loan to Kasimpasa. Kasimpasa, they don't pay any of the wages. These are on our feeder clubs. Mosquito has gone back out on loan to Nautico. Douglas Wolf to Fatima. Safir Taida has gone to Southampton. Jack Taylor to Gefle. Luke Baines to Nigita Unicorn. Jack Sanchez to Gefle. Ashley Morris to LA Galaxy. Chris Sanchez to Orgright. Enrique to Botafogo, Franco Ramos to Malmo, Mehdi Abid to Reading, Luskas to Middlesbrough for 2.2 million, Abid went to Reading for 2 million, Joaquin Azora to Parma, as I said, Facundo Cardozo to San Lorenzo, Mercado to Kasimpasa, Albin Ekdal to West Brom. These are all loans so far. Recife to Atalanta, Jack Grealish to Celtic, obviously because Delafeu came in, Amerovic to Accrington, Stanley, Fabian Delphi finally cleared off our books. 3.5 million he went for. I wanted to sell him for more, but no one would go in for him because of the wages that he was on. He was on 50 grand with us, so he's taken a 15 grand cut. Mamigas to Ogrite or Ogrite, and Louis Letal to Accrington Stanley as well. So that's all the transfer window. That's all the players that have been coming in and out. We'll quickly look at the guys that we've got agreements for. So we'll quickly click these. I just want there you go. So there's a couple that are youngsters that I've obviously mentioned. We've made bids for a few players. Unfortunately, there was a couple that have agreed to go other places. Dongu agreed to stay at Barcelona. We missed out on that striker that went to Real Madrid. What was his name? I can't remember his name now. Was it this one? No. We want out. No, we want in. Unresponded? No. Contract? No. Work permit? No. To be confirmed? No. So, why isn't it coming rejected? Famia, that was his name. He's gone to Real Madrid. The guy that went to Liverpool in real life, what's his bloody name? That's going to frustrate me now. From Hoffenheim. Oh, that's annoying. I've got to find this out. He's from Hoffenheim. He's a Brazilian central attacking midfielder. Why can I not remember his bloody name? Whenever you're ready. Firmino. Jesus Christ. Roberto Firmino. He's rejected us. He's going to Roma instead. Bad move for him because he should be joining the mighty Villa. Let's be honest. Can't believe I couldn't remember that. Some other players then that you obviously know about a lot of these players anyway. These are either youngsters or some people that we mentioned in the last episode. Rebello's one. I think I've told you about Enzo Reale. 1st to the 7th he joins. Who else have we got? Tielemans. Young, 19-year-old Belgian, plays for Anderlecht. Great potential. Really good potential. Potential to be a leading star. He's got a problem with injuries according to our scouts. We'll see what happens when he joins. He joins on the 1st to the 7th, so the end of the season as well. And that, to be honest with you, I'm really pleased with that one. And I think that's it. I think that's all that. We haven't really done much since then. I'll go through my notes anyway to see what's going on. Oh, right. Bayern have been bidding for Memphis Depay. So he's been a bit of an issue. This is obviously the first team currently. Where is Depay? So yeah, Bayern have been bidding for him. Chelsea have been bidding for Mauro Icardi. Yeah, Firmino rejects us to go on a free to Roma. Dongu rejects us to stay at Barca. The worldie regen Esteban Firmino rejects us to go to Real Madrid. We signed then Deulofeu. Ultimately, we're going to either try and make money on him or try and break him into the first team, depending on what we decide. Chrisiteg, you may remember from previous FMs, he's rejected us for Sassuolo. Now, there's a goal I want to show you in the Tottenham game. I want to show you this because it is absolutely unreal. It's our second goal. And I'm telling you, this is one of the best goals I've ever seen, skill-wise, on FM. Because of what Memphis Depay does. 64th minute he scores. It's the second goal of the game. We did actually go 2-0 up and then conceded to draw 2-2. So this is the first goal. Ericsson Romero clears it. Lukaku's going to bring that down. Beats the two defenders. This is what I love Lukaku. He's such a beast. So Lukaku is going to hold the ball up for as long as possible. Get some support. He comes inside. This isn't the goal I was on about, but Hughes picks it up. Gets tackled. Ramirez then wins the second ball. Lukaku then smashes it a goal. Doesn't even give the keeper a chance to move. But it's the next goal is the goal that I want you to see. Absolutely unreal. Watch what Depay does. Yeah, alright Lukaku. Chill out. Stop with your roly-polies. Thinks he's Tim Cahill. Oh, watch this goal. Stark with the ball. Into Hughes. Sidesteps the midfielder. Out to Romero. Watch Depay. Silva. Just watch Depay. Here he is. Depay takes a touch. Nutmegs him. And taps it in. The way he moves the ball for that is crazy. So here's Stark. Romero to Stark then. Hughes plays it across to Romero. He's going to play it out to Silva when the gap comes. Watch Depay. He takes a swift touch, flicks it through his legs, through Kyle Walker's legs. He doesn't know what's hit him. And what a goal that is. I've never seen that before where a player's actually beaten a player that bad that they put it through their legs. But yeah, I had to show you that. I put a note down to show you that. What else has been going on then? We missed out on a chance to get 3 points or more on in the Arsenal and Tottenham game. What else has been going on? Ballant has been moaning about a move to Chelsea, so we may have to get him to sign the new deal soon. Flanagan wants to leave the club. He still wants to join Liverpool. I said okay, that's fine as long as they meet our valuation for you. We valued him at £10 million. Clubs still want him, but no one will come in for him. So I mean, he then said, "Oh, okay, but it's fine because they've not hit the value that you gave me." So he did obviously agree with the value that we gave him, which is good. But for £10 million, there's someone can take him. We can find another right back. Ideally, I'd like to find an English right back. But yeah, so we'll have to see what's going on. We've got a stadium expansion planned. It's going to be increased with our current facilities if we go to it. So our current capacity is 42,785 all-seater stadium. It's going to be expanded to a 48,404 capacity, and it's going to cost £6.5 million. So, I mean, it's an increase of what, just under 6,000. Not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. I'd like to ideally break. It was built in 1897. I mean, the long-term future, whether we ever reach that point, I'd like to be able to get a new stadium built because it's a very old stadium, especially a stadium if it's named after us. How amazing would that be? But yeah, we've loaned out Grealish to Celtic to make way for Deulofeu. We will sell one or the other at the end of the season, depending on value, form, things like that. Maybe both will play, and then Everton will go. Not the team Everton, our player Everton. Borussia Dortmund have been bidding for Gil Romero. We've been rejecting him. Besic and Lucas Silva sign as money makers, and we're going to need to look to loan them out and let them go at the end of the season to make some money on them, or maybe next season, depending on how much their value actually is. So that's pretty much it. That's going to cut episode number 28. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out all the other series going on the channel. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the episode. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content and you want to see more. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace.